A small gesture of thanks. One of the many Agnieszka Sobieszak has experienced since she took Ukrainian refugees into her home in Poland. 12 people now live in a space normally meant for a family of 4.
Normally we'd extend this table at Christmas. Now it's pulled out all the way, all the time. It's like it's always Christmas. But at least this way we have room for everyone, more or less.
When war broke out in neighbouring Ukraine, Agnieszka offered to help.
I wanted to make this room available to 3 people, but then in the middle of the night, a driver arrived with 8 people. The children were coughing, and the women started crying because they didn't want to be split up. So I gave in and said yes.
As the war continues, that act of kindness has become a permanent solution. Her family's exhausted.
For 2 months now, I haven't known what it's like to come home to peace and quiet, and perhaps we need that to start getting back to normal.
Lyudmila, her sister and a friend arrived from western Ukraine with 5 children. They feel helpless and very uncomfortable about it.
This is their life, their family. They're used to being together. Suddenly having 8 more people around is very hard. I'm even ashamed that Agnieszka and her husband pay for all of our expenses. They buy everything, the food and everything we and the children need.
To help the families that take in the refugees, the Polish government plans to make monthly payments of around €250 for each person they accommodate. But so far, Agnieszka has not received anything. Lyudmila tries to earn a little something as a cleaning lady, but can't afford a place of her own.
I have 3 children, but even if I only had myself to support, it'd be very tough for me.
Many Ukrainian refugees are in similarly dire straits. They came to Warsaw's National Stadium to register. They're thankful for the warm welcome, but worry about their future.
I don't know what to do. Unfortunately, there's no work to be had here. Poland has taken in lots of refugees, feeds them and keeps them warm, but there are just no apartments and no jobs. I want either to stay in Poland and get a job or go to Germany and find work there. You can't just sit around all the time doing nothing. People here give us their last cent. Yesterday, for instance, a woman donated over $1,000 to our lodgings. They help a lot with everything. We're living here at their expense.
Rafał Tomala has also been busy helping ever since the war broke out. He lets 20 Ukrainian women and 40 children live at his hostel in Warsaw for free. But he also hopes for assistance from the state.
We have enough strength and resources for 2 more weeks. We're financing this from our own private means because we haven't received any financial help. We used to rent out rooms, but we're not taking any money from the refugees.
With summer on the way, many hotel owners are faced with a dilemma: let the refugees stay on or take in paying guests. Given the expenses the Polish state is facing, Warsaw is hoping for more financial aid from the EU.
The European Union's decision to provide funding for refugees involves large sums of money, but it's still just a drop in the bucket. It's very little. From the Polish government's point of view, it would be important to set up a fund to administer such aid on behalf of the EU and cover the needs of refugees.
Although she'd be glad to see at least a little money soon, Agnieszka Sobieszak doesn't regret helping refugees.
What's most important is that they don't have bombs raining down on them. We don't need luxury, but with so many people here, I must say more aid is needed. This is a bit much, but it's definitely been worth it.
It seems most Poles still feel the same way, and like their Ukrainian guests, they hope the war won't last much longer.